welcome to GoNuts for Gaming Live. Ooh, lockdown is nearly over.
We're loyal.
The real shop is back open. Jerry's grumpy.
I'm not grumpy. I'm
what else? No, you're actually really happy, Jerry.
I am.
It's like
what have you done
being
with
put in behind being put in behind plexiglass was actually the best thing that happened, Jerry. Not right, Jerry?
Ronan.
I haven't had a flashback to the cab office at all yet.
If I put up a sticker, can we put it? Do not feed the animals.
You can.
The animal.
That's a terrible thing to say about Ronan and James, though.
Oh.
Hey.
What?
Hey.
What?
Hey, Jerry.
Yes, Glory.
That was funny. That was funny.
Thank you. I do think joking well.
I do the humor.
So the shop is back open, everybody.
Yippee!
We can't allow people in to play games, though. However, you can't see that on the audio, but I'm winking. So if people want to come in, you can do the
Whoa! Before you say that, you might not be able to see the wink, but you can definitely hear the words. So just be careful.
That's why I'm with them, Mark. If people want to come in and go there and have a little, all I have to do is.
I hope not. I'm not cleaning that up if they do.
I was going to
5 unmarked euro notes. Okay.
Non-sequential bills.
Non-sequential bills. Whoever bill is.
For fuck's sake.
So before I hand over the hostage of this episode, I just want to. There are some lovely pre-orders up tomorrow.
Ooh, fancy.
The Zote for Blackstone Fortress.
Yes.
Is this the last Psychic Awakening book? I think, Gary.
Nope, it's not.
For the now, isn't it?
No, there's still Pariah and another one whose name escapes me.
Oh, the Pariah, of course. So this one is War of the Spider with your boy Bestiest.
Spoiled. But it's not only that. There's rules.
What else is it, Jerry?
There's rules for Custodes, the Silent Sisters, and the Assassin Orem in it.
Custodes, Pete.
Yeah,
as well as
I heard.
Whole new way of collecting chaos.
Custodes cream.
And
what, like upside down and in the dark?
Wow.
By using a different net. Cool, and also they're going to preview a box of something on 40k. So I wonder what that could be.
What's in the box?
Once you see the preview of the box, whatever that could be.
What's in the box?
Give the store a ring and pre-order whatever it could be.
It's going to be the new rules, isn't it?
Nah.
Oh, I don't know.
Nah.
It could be new 40k.
Yeah, they've announced it's going to be.
Yeah. But I'm just trying to keep. I'm trying to keep up the whole suspense.
Oh,
you know.
Right.
You know yourself, Mark.
No, I don't, because I don't care.
Anyway. So
it's 40k. It's 40k.
Oh, that was Mark sent on an interesting article earlier on just before the podcast, just to really a Mark grenade, as we call it.
Well, it wasn't. No, it wasn't a Mark grenade. What was it about? It's from the Times.
It was interesting.
The English Times. It is Games Workshop to refund state aid after business charges ahead. I didn't read the whole article because I got.
I couldn't read it because you have to subscribe.
I got a small bit angry. Essentially, what they're saying is that G-Dub's online sales during their lockdown were enormous, so they don't have to. They don't have to accept state aid from from England because they sold so much stuff. So they made a huge profit, and then on top of that, gave absolutely bugger all, in my opinion, to the hobbyists and fans. Yeah, they gave a couple of free rules somewhere, but who gives a shit about those?
Let Jerry have his butt there.
No, I just want to ask a question of Mark. Are they giving that back themselves, or are they being forced to give it back?
They are giving it back themselves.
It's their choice.
It's their positive spin on making a huge profit, given that they were a non-essential business that shouldn't have been open.
Yeah, but
just before you say anything, though, Jerry, just before you say anything, Jerry, just think though. There was a really good point made just before you say, well, they don't have to give it back, and I read it and I thought it was really good, Mark, what you put up. They do it. There was a good point said. This is actually before anybody says anything to them about. Hang on a minute, your profits have soared. You've done massively well, and you've accepted it. So the whole spin on it is, oh, look at us, we're giving it back again. However, they didn't actually need it. So this before we all go, well done, Games Workshop. Just consider what the world would look like if they did take it and their profits had soared.
Just to qualify that a little bit, there is a lot of other companies that have taken the money and haven't given any back and won't give any back, and we're in a position that they didn't need to get money in the first place, and they still took it.
No.
Do we know that? Do we know that for a fact?
Yeah, well, it's a certain big British airplane company.
Companies and manufacturing companies that were pro-Brexit and have moved to Singapore and things like that.
Just to finish, we don't want to dwell on this too much, but just as a trader, I'm just wondering, Games Workshop credit team acted very aggressively towards me and a couple of other traders I know. During the lockdown to claim their invoices and didn't suspend them like other companies did that I was dealing with. So it just leaves me wondering why they acted like they did, but however, it's all kind of coming to an end now. So,
but I think
no grudges are bared toward them at all. But I'm just wondering why they acted like that. When other companies, smaller companies, didn't. I think we should just leave it at that.
I think that was just the case of it was the true. At the time, it was sheer panic and true colours of, well, let's just get everything in that we possibly can. They didn't really need to.
I'm going to hand over my hosteship to Mark Brown as we do our World Cup of Blood Bowl.
Anybody else?
For people who might know that is the Sunday Game team song, which is the team song of the Sunday evening program for Ireland's native
That's
sports.
not the Sunday Game.
That's Match of the Day.
That's old Match of the Day from the 80s. I'm wearing my camel skin coat, a la John Motson. I'm not actually. If you're right. So this is.
I was going to say I dressed up as Ian Wright, but I better not do that.
Right. So the premise of today's show, week and all as it might be, is a World Cup of currently active star players for Blood Bowl. So there are
1967.
There are quite a lot of Blood Bowl players that are currently active in the game. So I've divided them up into 8 groups. There is the groups are in one of the text chats somewhere on the shop server. I think it's actually the
GoNuts for Gaming podcast text chat.
So
which is 2 servers up.
Yes, actually, yeah, 2 channels up. They're channels, not servers, right?
Yeah.
Right. So we'll get straight into it because there
Can
are
I just ask a question?
Yes.
Can I just ask Ronan owns the server, but does he own the channels?
Yes, because he owns the server.
Okay, that's all I want to know.
Yeah. I don't really own them. Like, I'm sure somewhere some guy in the internet land really owns it, but I don't.
Well, you are the admin, I suppose. Then is the way to put it.
Mr. D. Escord.
Right. D.
Yes. Okay.
D. Escort Esquire.
I'm D. Escort.
We will go through the groups.
Not Ford Escort. A D. Escort.
We will go through the groups. I have already gotten the votes of myself, Jerry, and Pete, and a few of the audience members have also submitted their votes. So, Ronan, we're just waiting on your votes.
I did.
But we'll run through them. I'm not going to go through
I
all
vote for Scrapper Sword.
Who? What?
It's a wise vote, Ronan. Wise vote.
He's not in that group. Shut up, idiot.
You
can just mute him, you know, Mark. You can just mute him.
I was talking about you. Go,
Sorry,
Jerry.
you just mute me.
Is the next round going to be seeded, Mark?
No, I've already the drawings done. So the pairings will be, just to give a little...
like a proper World Cup.
Yeah, it's all done in an Excel spreadsheet. I'm not sharing it. Shut up. So it's going to be like...
Do you have
essentially, it's the winner...
mascot?
No, I don't. The winner of
Who's
Group
singing the
1... I don't know. Enya. The winner of Group 1 will play the runner-up in Group 8, and they'll work up and down the table that way. So the winner of Group 8 will play the runner-up in Group 1 and all that sort of stuff. But we'll get to that.
Here, this is way too complicated.
This is making up for the Euros not being on, Mark. You got Jerry very happy.
I'm happy now. Right, so Group 1 are Eldril Sidewinder. He is a elf, essentially. Gloriel Summerbloom, Wood Elf. Grim Ironjaw, Dwarf. Hatark the Unstoppable. Jordal Freshbreeze. Ramtut the Third. Rotten Rick Bupkis. Swift-Vine, Shard, and Zara the Slayer.
I think he's
What 2 minutes through, Mark?
Huh?
What 2 minutes through?
Oh, you have to vote, so I'm waiting on you.
Does my vote matter?
It possibly will.
Every vote matters, Ronan. Every vote matters.
No, there's
well, no, it doesn't. It doesn't, Terry.
Not every vote matters in this instance, but this.
Do I pick one?
Quite close. No, you pick 2, and then
okay. I pick
with the most votes. Then is
Grim Ironjaw, and Ramtut the Third. Please.
Okay, the votes are in. The votes are in.
Zara the Slayer is only a split.
Well, the winners are Zara the Slayer on 3 votes and Ramtut the Third also on 3 votes.
Really?
So I am going to assign the winner being the highest price, just because I need a tiebreaker. So it's just going to be
tiebreaker. Mad.
No.
Zara the Slayer is the runner-up. So Ramtut is
first. Ironjaw.
And Zara
is
second.
Can you just interject for a moment, Mark?
Yes.
No, don't let him interject.
Well, there were 2 votes. I voted for 2 different ones.
Yeah.
Me and Pete.
We need to fly through these groups, lads.
We're the same people, and there's only 4 of us voting.
No, see, there's not 4 voting. I've already told you I've accepted votes from Paul and Sean as well, and other members of the audience.
I missed that bit. Sorry, I missed that bit. All right, carry on.
Boo!
So the next group is Group 2. Bilerot Violet Flesh. That's a lovely name. That's a name that Maliki would vote for, definitely. Bull Galante. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Kernoth Darkwold. Elijah Doom. Griff Oberwald. Ivan the Animal Death Shroud. Creek Rust Gouger. Max Spleen Ripper. And Willow Rosebark. Ronan.
I shall vote for Griff Oberwald and Willow Rosebark, please.
Oh, excellent. Griff gets a total of 6 votes, and Willow Rosebark.
Griff has to go through. He is the best.
Griff Uberwald and Ivan the Animal Death Shroud goes through as second place.
Ivan the Animal Death Shroud?
Yeah, he went through on 2 votes.
Mark, can I interject a small bit?
Go on.
I think if players are tied,
the
deciding factor should be if they have a model or not.
Okay, that's fine. We can do that.
Good. Yeah. That's good, actually, bro.
That is a better.
Because there's quite a few boys don't.
It's why I'm the assistant host.
Yeah, well, Griff Oberwald was on 6, Ivan the Animal was on 2, and everybody else that got votes was on 1. So that was pretty easy.
I know who I'm voting in the next group.
Well,
just want my votes.
Group 3 are Glottal Stop for the Amazon Lizards. Garsnack Black Hoop, which I'm assuming you're voting for. Lord Borak the Despoiler, Madcap Miggs, Maple Highgrove, Urgoth Balgrot, Wilhelm the Wolfman Cheney, the Swift Twins, so that's Lucian and Valian, or Valen. And
they should be 1 slot.
They are 1 slot. and Zara.
Are they? Oh, yeah.
Zarhag
Madai.
Yeah. So, who are you voting for?
So, my vote goes to Zarg Madai and Grishnak Blackhoof. Please.
Right. Well, now, so Blackhoof goes through on 3 votes. We've got the Swift Twins and Lord Borak the Despoiler on 2 votes. So,
Swift Twins have models.
No, so does Lord Borak.
Oh,
the Swift Twins.
The Swift Twins do have
models.
No, they're Forge World.
They do. The Forge World models.
Yeah, Lord Borak does as well.
Does he?
Yeah.
Yep, I have him.
Yeah, but he's the old one. Has he got a new model?
Yeah. No, it's still a model, Mark.
I know that.
It should be Lord Borak. He has his own article in
Lord Borak.
Yeah, but
the comic strip.
The Swift Twins. Fantastic.
Personally, I think it's the Swift Twins because you're getting 2 players for the price of 1.
That's exactly
right. You're paying.
They're shy. They're not Lord Borak.
They're not Lord Borak.
This World Cup now is all screwed up. Malachi's here.
Well,
Malachi, you can vote. I have not accepted votes from Malachi, so I'm going to let Malachi decide the tie. So Malachi,
I bet I know where Malachi's going. Malachi's classic Bloodbowl, man.
In the text chat,
I was looking at their models and they're terrible.
It's either Lord Borak the Spoiler.
Institution.
Yeah, but you see,
Jerry, will you shut up?
What is the question being asked is the best Blood Bowl?
There you go. Malachi says Borak.
What?
Good man, Mal. Good man, Mal.
Good man, Malachi.
Good man.
Borak
goes through.
Impeccability. And Mark Brown, for the record, Lord Borak has a new model.
Cool, I didn't know that. So stop shouting.
Ooh, did he?
Yeah, I'm just looking at him.
Right, group 4.
You can mute him, Mark, you know that.
I know that, but that'd be rude. See, if I mute him, he'll mute on the recording, so I don't want to do that. So group 4 is Boomer, Boomer. Isaiahson. Crazy Igor, Deep Root Strong Branch, Frankenstein, Hubris Rackhart, Carla Von Kill, Maudrix Hex, Ripper Balgrot, and Roxana Darknail. Ronan, which
one? I will go for Deep Root Strong Branch.
Oh, balls. Okay.
And Ripper Balgrot, because he is quite famous.
Now, we have got a 3-way tie at 3 votes each.
Woohoo!
Deep Root Strong Branch. No. Deep Root Strong Branch, Frankenstein, and Roxana Darknail.
Ooh.
So, Malachi, because I haven't accepted your votes, you have those 3 to pick from. So, who do you want?
Pick 2, isn't it?
A 3-way tie. Oh, Paul, you're so funny.
A 3-way tie from Deep Root Strong Branch.
So, Malachi, you get to vote. So, Deep Root, Frankenstein, or Roxana. So, you can either old school again. So, Frankenstein is going
Frankenstein.
He's got 4 votes. And one more, Malachi. You need to vote one more. Deep Root or Roxana? He's typing.
Ripper Balrock, Malachi. Ripper Balrock.
That will still put him on 2, which is a pain. Deep Root for the halflings.
Deep Root for the halflings. Come on.
Roxana Darknail's been knocked out. Now, so who is going to be top of the group? Because if I'm not mistaken, both of them don't have a current model. But both of them probably do have models. So who are we going to put at the first?
It should probably be Frankenstein. He's quite famous in Bloodbowl.
But I'm going to go. I'm going to overrule you because I'm the host. Deep Root has the higher cost, so he is the winner of the group.
Okay.
Just because I
also Deep Root has a model.
Does he?
He does. Well, he does. Yeah.
A brand new one, like.
Yeah.
Cool. I didn't know that. I'm not.
I'm
not au fait on all this. Group 5, everybody. Now this is kind of a little bit of a runaway, but we'll see what Ronan does.
It should be. It should be.
You've got
if the Mighty Z doesn't get through this.
Yeah, that's
the Mighty Z, and I don't care who else.
Well, there we go.
Glart, Ronan. Vote for Glart.
For the podcast and the listeners who aren't actually here.
I'll give 2 votes to Mighty Z.
I'm going to run through them.
No. Ronan, vote for Glart. I voted for the Gobble.
Oh, Glart. Okay. I'll vote for Glart Smash Rib.
Cool.
And the Mighty Zug.
Well, can I run through them first, you little fuckers? Aspirin Thorn, Big Jobbo Hairyfoot, Bulla Shardhorn, Glart Smashfoot, Growl Bloodshucker, Mighty Zug, Skitter Stab, Skrull Half Height, and Zolcat the Zote. So you're voting for Zug. That's not a problem. And you're voting for Glart.
The Mighty Z and Glart Smashfoot.
Excellent. The winner is...
Oh, he's great. That Glart fella.
The winner is Mighty Zug, and second place goes to Skitter Stab. Fantastic.
Yay.
Oh, he's escaping that, isn't he? Skitter Stab? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but he's not Glart.
He's not Glart, no. Good job, because then that'd be confusing as fuck.
He's not Glart.
So groups. Oh, the pairings are forming up nicely. Just to let you know. Group 6 is Anki Panky, Count Luther von Drakenborg, Grak and Crumbleberry. They're the G-Dub exclusive ones. Hack and Slash, Morgenborg, Nedley Veruca, Puggy Bacon Breath, Throttle Snort the Impaler, and Tolly Glocklinger. God, these names are horrible.
There'll only be 2 going through in this group.
Tolly Glocklinger. Sounds like a sexual act.
Tolly Glocklinger does not sound like a Nurgle player. Just saying.
I'll go for Morgan Torg. Morgan Torg. And Count Luther von Drakenborg.
And the results are in. Morgan Torg wins the group. And
who's second?
1 second, I'll copy and paste these things around. Give me a second. Yeah, I'm trying to build suspense. Morgan Torg and Count Luther von Drakenborg go to second place.
Has to be like
Good. Yeah. Come on, the Nubba.
Group 7.
Go Nubba.
Is Bryce the Slice Cumbule, Dribble and Drool, Flint Churnblade, Fungus the Loon, Gretchen Watcher, the Bloodbowl Widow. Is she the only spirit, kind of non-physical model? You know, she's a ghost, isn't she, or a banshee?
That's correct, mate.
Who cares? She's a bag of dicks, all right.
She's got no hands. Does that mean she can't carry the ball at all?
Yeah.
Mad. Horkin Heartripper, Nobla Blackwart, Scrabasaur Head, and Varag Ghoul Chewer.
I will vote for Nobla Blackwart and Varag.
Nobla Blackwart. Oh, Maliki, we need you. Come save us, Maliki. Horkin Heartripper or Nobla Blackwart. Because they're both on.
Maliki, if you don't fucking vote for Nobla Blackwart, I'm really sad.
You cannot do that to people.
Don't be caught, Maliki.
Go Maliki. It's one of Maliki's favourite minis. He put it up earlier on the week.
Oh, right. Yeah. That's fair enough, though. Fair enough.
With his triangular chainsaw.
The last and final group is Group 8. Bomber Dribble Snort, Gobbler Grimlich, Guffle Pussmaw, that's a Hack Flem Scuttle Spike, Helmet Wolf, Kairoth Krakeneye, Prince Manurnian, Rashnak Blackstabber, or Scala Angfingrim.
Oh, shit. All right. That's a Bloodbowl player as well.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay. I will go for Bomber Dribble Snot and Helmet Wolf, as they're probably 2 of the most played snare players out there.
Right. Maliki gets a deciding vote again. God, he's so influential, this Maliki fella, whoever he is.
Between who?
I'm going to tell you now in a second. So he's got Hack Flem Scuttle Spike and Prince Manurnian.
Really?
Yeah, they both got 2 votes each.
Yeah.
Bomber Dribble Snot and Helmet Wolf didn't even feature?
No, Helmet Wolf went through. Sorry, Helmet Wolf went through. He got 6 votes.
Oh, okay.
For the second in the group.
Bomber Dribble Snot didn't even feature.
No, he only got 1 vote. That was yours.
That's fucking ridiculous.
See, I don't know either of these.
Skaven bias, that's what that is.
Hack Flem Skittle Spume goes through. Or whatever his name is.
One of them had to go fucking through.
Now we're into the knockout round.
Skaven bias.
Knockout round.
I'm out.
Right, so Will I go through the pairings, or will we just go? Will I go through them one at a time?
I think we should talk about them in a small bit of greater depth with their skills and all.
Okay.
And pick the actual best player and not just who we like the most.
Yeah, but you see, that's the thing.
Damn it.
What does it?
Huh?
What dictates the best player? Is it the one you like the most, or is it the one with the best?
Well, that's what we discussed. That's what we discussed.
All right, so we
everything, Mark, and then we do what we did last time for Age of Sigmar. We vote, and then the boys will decide the winner. Yeah.
Okay, so I have to do a bit of copy and pasting here now. 1 second.
I'll copy and paste.
We'll go through. So Ramatut the Third was deemed the winner of Group 1. He is playing the runner-up in Group 8, who was Hackflem Scuttlespike. So, Ramatut the Third, I will go through them, plays for a Khemri, Necromantic, or Undead. He's 360,000 gold. He's Movement 5, Strength 6, Agility 1, Armor value 9. He's got Loner, Break Tackle, Mighty Blow, Regen, and Wrestle. And then
Can you copy and paste the stats from the little pictures, man?
Oh, I can. 1 second.
I'll put it up. Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
Right.
That doesn't look right. Let's do this. Let's try it again.
Instead of talking over each other, we could go me, Jerry, Pete, and alternate for every matchup.
They're going to be super tiny, but
you can still click on them, can't we?
Yeah, I think you can.
Where are you posting it up, Mark?
It's in the chat for
the
GoNuts for Gaming podcast chat group.
Okay.
Yeah, you can click on them. Sorry about the smallness of them all, but
in the host chat as well, sure.
So they are so I'll go through Hackflem. He plays only for Skaven. He is 200,000. He is movement 9, strength 3, armor or agility 4, armor 7, loner, dodge, extra arms, prehensile tail, and 2 heads. I would go for my personal vote is because of the fact he can play for more teams and he is harder to kill. I would be voting for Ramatut the Third, personally.
Yeah, I would also pick Ramatut the Third because he plays for up to 3 teams. He's strength 6 as well.
Yes.
And he's got break tackle, so he can dodge into 4 tackle zones on a 3-up.
On a 3-up.
He's got Mighty Blow and Regeneration and Wrestle.
Yeah.
He is by far way better than the other fella.
I believe so as well. So Jerry and Pete.
Jerry, go on.
I think value for money, Hackflem. He's half the price nearly, and
he's only strength 3 though, Jerry.
He is, but if you think a normal gut runner is only strength 2, and he has extra arms, prehensile tail, and 2 heads, what he's bringing offensively to the team. Like I see what you're saying about Ramatut, but he's very expensive.
Yeah, but he's also got regen, so
I think he's
not going to die.
Too expensive for what he does.
I think 200 grand for a strength 3 arm 7 dude is way too much. That's just what I think.
I'm going to go because I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know too much about these ones, but I'm just going to go for Ramatut because I think he's worth. I think what you're getting is the better worth.
Okay, cool. What are we doing here?
Go Ramatut.
Yeah, looking at the stats. Sorry, I don't know these 2 players that well, apart from
Ramatut wins on that 3-1. So that's fine. Now, in the second knockout match, we've got Grashnak Blackhoof against Count Luther von Drachenspiel.
Ooh.
1 second, I've got to find the stats. 1 second. Where is Group 2?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What is it?
what round? What was Luther from? Which group was he from?
He was from Group 3.
Group 3, cool.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, you can always count in the count. I don't need to see the stats here.
Yeah.
Luther is strength 4, strength 5, agility 4, I think, and he's got hypnotic gaze.
Yeah, armor value 9.
And I think they're pretty similarly priced.
Yeah, so I'll just run through them here. So Garsnak plays for Chaos Dwarfs and Nurgle. He's 310 gold. He's movement 6, strength 6, agility 2, armor value 8, loner, frenzy, horns, mighty blow, thick skull. The count is necromantic, undead, or vampires. 390 grand. 6549. Loner, block, hypnotic gaze, regen, and sidestep. I would also.
Yeah.
Strength 4, agility. Strength 5, agility.
What's their two prices again, Mark?
The count is 390, and Garsnak is 310. So they're pretty evenly matched in terms of. But they both play for 3 teams. They're not that far off in money.
Does Black Cube have wild animals, right?
No. Garsnak has loner, frenzy, horns, mighty blow, and thick skull.
No, it doesn't have wild animal. Okay.
No. And the count has loner, block, hypnotic gaze, regen, and sidestep. Regen, I think, is a very powerful.
Hypnotic gaze is unbelievably powerful. So that's
and the fact he's block.
But is hypnotic gaze always on a 4+, or is it different?
Which hypnotic gaze?
Yeah.
I think it's an agility roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going for the count.
Count von Drakenhof? Everybody agree?
Yeah. Yes.
I'm kind of like Pete on that one. I'm not 100% sure of their those players. So
I played with both of them, and I would rather have Luther.
I know both of them well, but Luther.
We used to go drinking coffee in this gap.
Yeah, we did.
I know both of them well.
So the next one is Griff Overwald. Uberwald.
Griff wins.
Oh, does he now? Ronan, he's playing Nabla Blackwart.
Oh, Nabla wins. Chainsaw versus Armor 8 wins.
Oh.
Right.
I think value for money. Nabla is great.
How much is Griff?
So Griff he only plays for humans. He is 320. Yeah. He's movement 7, strength 4, agility 4, armor value 8, loner, block, dodge, fend, sprint, and sure feet. So he's hard to knock down.
Yeah,
and
sure feet makes him
Nabla Blackwart. Where is he? There he is. Nabla Blackwart.
130.
Yeah, he's very cheap. Chaos Dwarfs, Goblins, Ogres, or Underworld. So he's got 4 teams. He's only 130. He is movement 6, strength 2, agility 3, armor value 7, loner, block,
strength doesn't matter.
Secret weapon, and stunty. Now, the only thing about Nabla is he's only there for one drive.
Yeah. No, he's not. No, he's not.
He's got secret weapons, so he gets sent off.
Not if you get a bribe. If you're playing real Blood Bowl, you can argue with the rep.
Okay, so we'll factor in the cost of a bribe on top of them. So what's a bribe for those teams? About 80?
Well, for a Goblin team, it's 50. For everyone else, it's 100.
All right, so we'll average it out at 75 then. So he is really 205,000 on average.
Yeah, and don't forget, you can still argue. You can argue with the rep.
And the bribe is conditional. And the argument.
The bribe is conditional. But let me tell you, it is. But I mean, it's all still possible. So it's not. You will only have them for one drive. And don't forget, if you're a good player, one drive can be 8 turns. And 8 turns of a chainsaw on the pitch, as Sean will testify, and John Toss, if he's here, no, he's not here, is worth every penny. Boo! Griff's a pussy.
Oh,
and he does have a turkey on his head. So anyway, my vote goes for Nabla.
Jerry?
I think Griff.
Okay. Pete?
Yeah, I'm going Griff Overhaul.
And I am also... Now, off air, we had a chat beforehand. I was chatting with Paul and Sean, because Sean got goblins in our random leagues that's coming up. And he was going that goblins are way better than ogres. But I was arguing that goblins are good if you're a good player because they are so random. I'm not a great player, so I've got one plan, and if that fails, I've got no backup. And more often than not, goblins for me fail because of the randomness. Now, I'm not saying that Nobla is random.
There's no random. How are they more random than any other? How are they more random than a ogre, for example?
Well, your trolls can fail their stupidity test, which drives me nuts.
Yeah.
Your fanatics can go where they want rather than where you want them to or where you need them to go. I'm not overly fond of randomness.
In my game against John Toss, I hate to keep harping back against this, but I randomly took out a Minotaur, I randomly took out a Chaos Warrior, and I randomly took out his agility for a Beastman.
Yeah, and I've randomly...
That wasn't very random.
I've randomly seen people with chainsaws taking themselves out on the first time you roll them. So, and I've seen that more than I've seen the chainsaw.
Mark, you can mitigate against the trolls though.
No, you can't, because they can still.
You can't. They still fail on a 1, Jerry.
Yeah, on a 1, but everything fails on a 1.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
I don't get how random.
I'm voting for Griff anyway. Because
okay.
I just don't like the randomness of it all.
Griff's a pussy.
He might be, but
you don't like the randomness of it all, and you're running a random Bloodbowl league.
That's random teams.
You are a hypocrite, Mark Fred.
Hey, I never said I wasn't. Right, the next one's up. Maliki, you can get ready with your library of images that you've got. Deep Root, Strong Branch, and Skitter Stab. Do we need the stats? Well, I'll run through them very quickly.
No,
I know.
I'll be voting for Deep Root, Strong Branch.
Yeah, Deep Root, he only plays for halflings. He is 300,000. Movement 2.
Yeah, he's a fucking famous tree man.
Agility 1. Armor value 2.
The other lad's a rat.
Loner, block, mighty blow, stand firm, strong arm, thick skull, throw teammate. He comes with a load of stuff. And now he is survivable at 300. Like, he's more than likely going to be there at the end of the game. That's the good thing.
He might be stuck in. Does he have Deep Root, Mark?
No, he doesn't. He's Deep Root by name, not by nature. Boom.
That's sacred.
Skitter Stab. Where was he? Oh yeah, he's Skaven or Underworld, so he's got 2 teams. He is 160, so he's half the price. Now you have to factor that into your decision, I think. He is movement 9, strength 2, agility 7, agility 4, armor value 7, loner, dodge, prehensile tail, shadowing, and stab.
Look, if you can buy twice as much shite because it's half price, you're still getting a bag of shite. So that's why Deep Root, Strong Branch all the way. Look at him, he's class.
Yeah, but we're talking value. So Deep Root can only play for 1 team. Skaven or Skitter can play for 2.
Yeah, but those 2 teams you don't want to play Bloodbowl with because they're terrible.
You are so biased. God, you're just like Liam Brady. You're a crap punter.
I'm a busted flush.
Jerry, you're being silent, so you may speak.
Well, I'd vote for Skitter Stab. He's better value, and if you're not using him like a gutter runner, you're using him to take out and annoy the most effective player in the opposition team. And for the value of, for the price of him, he's ridiculously good value. Okay. Dodge, prehensile tail, shadowing, and stab. You're not going to get away from him, and you're going to end up getting.
He's a busted flush, Jerry. He's a busted flush.
Right.
He's more useful, I think, than Deep Root.
Can he throw a hobbit to score a 1-turn touchdown?
What is that? You can park Deep Root in the middle of the field, and he's not going anywhere.
But
even if he gets knocked down, it's going to take ages to break him with a foul. Pete. Yeah. So we've got 1 for each so far. So Pete.
Yes, I just posted a picture. Deep Root, Strong Branch. I agree with you. He's going to be. I think he's a really strong character. He'll be around at the end of the game as well. So, yeah, Deep Root.
Deep Root. And I think I would also go for...
You never mentioned... Sorry, Mark.
Go on.
Does... Oh, no, he doesn't. Okay, sorry, carry on. Carry on.
I would probably also vote for Deep-Root myself because I am a big fan in survivability in Bloodbowl. And he looks to be hard as nails. Now, he's very expensive. I'm not taking that away from it either. You could get almost 2 skitter stabs for the price of Deep-Root, but...
I know, but how much are halflings in the game? How much are halflings? I mean, that equals out with the rest of the team, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah, there is that.
No.
Does it not?
No, because you...
No, sorry, you've got your pot, haven't you? Sorry, my bad. But I still think he's a cool model. And
yes, Paul, you're dead right.
Of the game.
I'm actually not overly fond of his model at all. I think the model is horrible.
Do you?
The Deep-Root Strong Branch?
Yeah.
I think it's null. He's all gnarly and screwed up.
I would much rather use Treebeard as a Deep-Root Strong Branch model than that thing that you posted. Because that looks terrible.
That thing.
I kind of like it. I wouldn't really usually, but I think it's kind of...
The next game is the Battle of the Classics.
Ooh.
Right.
Is it Nobla? Is Nobla there?
No. Nobla's been knocked out,
Okay.
unfortunately. Nobla can't be in 2 rounds at the same time.
Can I veto something?
No, you can't. The next match is Helmut Wolf versus Zara the Slayer.
Oh.
That's a close one. That's a closer one than any of the others.
Will I post up the stats? Where is Helmut?
Yes.
Helmut, where are you?
I'm going back to your previous post with all the stats on it.
Zara the Slayer, if you're playing Undead and you have Zara the Slayer, is that still the case? Is she still really good against?
Zara was in group 1.
Yeah, she has stakes.
Yeah, she has stakes against
she's really good. And I think she's pretty good value.
She is Zara the Slayer. She plays Amazons, Dwarfs, High Elves, Humans, and Norse. So that's what, 5 teams. She's 270,000. Movement 6. Movement 6, Strength 4, Agility 3, Armor value 8. Loner, Block, Dauntless, Dodge, Jump Up, Stab, and Stakes.
Look how many teams Helmut Wolf can play for. Look how many teams Helmut Wolf can play for.
Helmut Wolf, on the other hand, is Amazons, Chaos Pact, Human, Lizards, Norse, Slan, or Vampire. So that's 7, if I'm right.
I thought Helmut Wolf was Strength 4.
He is 110,000. He is Movement 6, Strength 3, Agility 3, Armor value 8, Loner, Chainsaw, Secret Weapon, and Stand Firm.
You only have him for 1 drive, though.
That is true. You do only have him for 1 drive.
No!
For that reason, well, not for that reason, I am voting for Zara. I've never played with Helmut, so I'll say that out.
I bet you have when you were younger.
I didn't.
See, the reins are off. I'm not the host today.
Now, however, having said that, I would pick Zara over Helmut.
I would also pick Zara because she has block dodge and jump up and dauntless. So she's got all the cool shit. She's a good offensive player and a good defensive player.
Jump up, stab.
And she won't get sent off at halftime.
Yeah. And the stakes are only good in a situation, I will grant that.
But she's got block dodge, jump up, and dauntless.
What's the stab skill do? What's that?
You can just run up to someone and roll 2 dice, try and break their armor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think she might get a bonus against Undead.
She does, because that's stakes. She has stakes for the Undead bonus.
Thank you, Sean. Helmut Wolf was Strength 4 when he got nerfed.
My vote is for Zara the Slayer.
My vote is also for Zara the Slayer.
So, Jerry.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you, lads. You've covered all the bases there. If Zara was solely like a defensive player like Helmut, I'd probably go with Helmut, but she's bringing like attacking, offensive play stuff to the table as well. So Zara the Slayer, definitely.
So you see, Sean just put up there that the stakes, Zara's stakes get +3 versus Undead. So it's like a chainsaw versus Undead.
And it also can't backfire on her. So
yeah.
That's the one thing I hate.
It's not very often that a shit piece of wood backfires on you, huh? Am I right? By your dicks.
Oh, you're so funny. The next match. Are we done? So, Pete, do you want to put in your 2 cents?
No, there's nothing really to add other than yeah, I'll go for Zara as well.
Yeah, so Zara.
I was going to go for Helmet Wolf,
but a 4-0 victory.
Yeah,
that's the case. The next match is Morgan Thorg versus Lord.
It doesn't matter.
Lord Borak the Despoiler.
No.
Yeah, it still doesn't matter. I don't think.
I don't.
I'm not overly fond of his model. I have his model. I'm not overly fond of it.
I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like his new model.
His new model is not.
I'm trying to find an older one.
It looks lazy.
Yeah, I much prefer this model if I can get it here.
So Lord Borak the Despoiler is Chaos or Nurgle. He's 300,000, movement 5, strength 5, agility 3, armor value 9, loner, block, dirty player, and mighty blow. And Morgan Thorg plays for almost. Is it every team? Because I know Grax and Crumbleberry are defined as
every team.
But Morgan Thorg.
That Morgan Thorg pick there is much better, I think. Okay.
Yeah.
Every team except Necromantic and Khemri.
Oh, yeah. So he cannot play for every team, but...
Sorry, and Undead.
Yeah, he plays for the Vampires, but won't play for Undead, Khemri, or...
He does play for them. He dresses up as Ramatut.
No.
Nobody knows this. But he dresses up as Ramatut.
Now, Morgan Thorg is 430,000. But he's movement 6, strength 6, agility 3, armor value 10.
Agility 3 ogre. That's nuts.
And he's loner, block, mighty blow, thick skull, and throw teammate. So he is quite useful. But I'd pick now. Like what price did I say Lord Borax was? 300. See, there's only 113 the difference, and Morgan Thorg plays for every team. Damn near.
Yeah, and Lord Borak is an agony ant. He should just stick to being an agony ant.
So I think we're all agreed that it is Morgan Thorg.
Yep.
Unless anybody has got the country, so yeah.
No, Morgan Thorg for me. Here,
that'll do.
On all them lists of star players, Mark. Where was Thrud?
Thrud, he's not an active star player.
Oh man, that's mental. Well, Thrud.
All of those lists, all of those team or player selections, they are all in the most recent almanac. So the 2020 almanac.
We should call this World Cup the Thrud Memorial World Cup.
We'll call the trophy the Thrud trophy.
Thrud International Trophy.
So the next match, the second last in the last 16 is Varag Ghoulchewer against Ivan the Animal Death Shroud. So Varag is orcs only, isn't he? I think. I could be wrong.
Yeah. Orcs.
Orcs only.
Can goblins come? No.
No, just orcs.
No.
290,000, movement 6, strength 4, agility 3, armor value 9, loner, block, jump up, mighty blow, and thick skull. And then Ivan the Animal Death Shroud is Khemri, Necro, or Undead. 230,000, movement 6, strength 4, agility 2, armor value 9, mighty. Where am I? Was I reading the right stats?
Armor value 8, Mark.
Armor value 8, sorry. Block, disturbing presence, juggernaut, loner, regen, strip ball, and tackle. I personally think that Ivan the Animal, with his list of skills, is slightly better than Varag, but I think it's very, very close. But given that I play more undead, kind of on a hankering for undead models, but that strip ball is a brilliant skill. Tackle is brilliant. Juggernaut is great, and disturbing presence. I think he brings more than Varag myself.
Jump up.
What?
Can somebody just remind me what jump up is?
Jump up means you don't spend movement to get back on your feet.
You don't spend
cool.
movement or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And for me, it's Varag. Jump up. He's a jump up blitzer and he's good value for money. And he's armor 9.
Good value for money. Is he not like super expensive?
Mm.
He's
290.
How is that good value for money?
Because it's not 300.
Yeah, but Ivan's only 230.
Yeah, but I just prefer my vote goes for Bar Gouger. Bar Gouger is a part of Bloodbowl history, lore. You know.
Fair enough. Jerry?
I love him. He's one of my first ever threat players I've played with.
Yeah, because he is jump up. I'm gonna go with Farag. He has armor value 9. He has thick skull. He ain't going down in a hurry. Like Farag, Gulcher all day, every day.
But if he's not going down in a hurry, then that counters your jump up argument. Because if he's not going down, he doesn't need jump up.
On the rare occasion he does go down, he's getting up straight away.
But he doesn't need armor, so either.
True. Yeah.
It's just one of the most useful skills to have is jump up.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for Varag as well.
3-1. So that's cool.
Exactly, Paul. Jump up. Tall Paul mentions that jump up lets you block without having to blitz if you're on the ground.
Yes, that is
extremely useful.
Yeah, big time.
Extremely useful.
And it's one of those skills that everybody forgets that one of your players has, and they go, shit, I've got to get jump up.
Jump up is a good combo, I think.
Yeah.
So the last of the last 16 matches is the Mighty Zug versus Frankenstein.
Come on.
So Frankenstein is human, necromantic, or undead. 270, movement 4, strength 5, agility 1, armor value 9. He's got break tackle, so he's really agility 5 technically. Mighty blow, stand firm, thick skull, loner, and regeneration. So he's not going anywhere in a hurry. And the Mighty Zug is human, 260, movement 4.
Yeah.
Movement 4. He's not going anywhere in a hurry. Strength 5, agility 2, armor 9, loner, block, and mighty blow. So, yes, the Mighty Zug is a massive piece of the lore, but I would say, and they're the same price, I think. Well, there's 10,000 in the
10 grand in the difference.
But I think Frankenstein brings more to the table than the Zug.
Oh, controversial. Explain.
I disagree. I would go
He's got break tackle, so he's agility 5 when he's running around. He's got mighty blow, which Zug has. He's got stand firm, which Zug doesn't have. He's got thick skull, which Zug doesn't have. He does have loner, but Zug has loner as well. And he has regen, so even if he does go down, he will more than likely come back.
Does he have mighty blow? Did you say that?
He does have mighty blow.
Because Zug has. All right,
Zug has mighty blow, yeah.
I would still go with Zug.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Zug because I
exactly. Zug doesn't need to dodge; he just hits you in the head.
Well,
yeah, it's Mighty Zug all the way.
Look, he's like the Phil Mitchell of Bloodbowl.
I think though the Frankenstein is slightly more expensive, but is better stats wise, given that he's got break tackle. In my mind, and he's still.
Well, my vote goes to the Mighty Zug. Maybe it's just.
My vote goes for Frankenstein. Jerry. Jerry's very quiet.
My vote is going to go solely by virtue of the fact he is black. Is going to go for the Mighty Zug because they're so similar. I think block is more useful.
Does Frankenstein not have block?
No, he doesn't.
No.
He has break tackle and mighty
blow. For what they're doing, block is a more useful skill than break tackle.
Yeah. You can run up to Frankenstein in that case with a strength 2 hobbit and go 2 dice block.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Knock him over, you know.
Yeah, because of, like the position they're playing, it's very situational. The break tackle is going to be useful for Frankenstein. Like if you're having to use break tackle on a movement 4 dude, you're goosed already.
Yeah,
I think.
Cool. I think Pete,
you did, yeah.
I went for the Mighty Zug all the way. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's cool. That's the end of the last 16, everybody. Thank you.
Whoa, surprises there. I think Nobla backwards. Or not Nobla. My little chainsaw man, what's his name? Nobla.
Nobla.
He didn't make it through.
No.
Why not? That's terrible. Controversial.
He was up against Griff.
It's London bias. So it's the proletariat. It's the educated university types who own blah 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 blah.
He doesn't make the cut.
Yeah, this doesn't apply to everybody, but I have a game of. I'm planning to run a game of Dungeon Bowl at some point, and I was thinking that inside the dungeon I was going to have a prison cell, where if you found the portal, you would portal in with a player, and then you could find the star player that wins this World Cup. And then you have to swap out the player that portals in essentially has to stay in prison, but you get the star player back out, and he can play with you. So
cool.
that I'm wondering, will that influence the rest of the knockout rounds?
Oh my god!
The chainsaw would be useful in a dungeon.
So the first of the quarterfinals is. Go on, Pete. What do you want to say?
I was just saying, is that regardless of their actually allegiance? It doesn't matter. They can take up with anything.
They could just take up with
anything. I just break into a cage with a little fucking hobbit. You're free! You're free! And I get eaten by a mummy. Super.
So the first of the knockout.
You have to put in some kind of animosity roll, Mark, for the crafter.
Oh, we might do. We'll see. So the first of the quarterfinals is Ramatut III versus Count Luther von Drakenborg.
I vote for Morgan Tart. Because he dresses up as Ramatut, remember?
No. Oh, so you're voting for
It's his trans name.
Ramatut. Yeah. Pete. No, Jerry, we'll go to you first. Or second,
Luther.
You'll go for Luther.
Because he's block. And hypno gaze and sidestep. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I'll go with that as well. I agree. Choose Luther.
I don't know.
They're both undead, so Mark is torn here.
I'm
his undead bias can't kick in.
I think Jerry, because you have rightly pointed out that he does have block, I would probably go for the Count as well. I've never played with the Count. The Count is obviously a vampire then if he's got it, not a game.
Yeah, he's a vampire. Yeah,
very good. He's very, very good.
So I've never played vampires, so I would. 390.
Well, he can play for any undead team.
390 versus.
Henry.
He's more expensive. They both have regen.
Yeah, but he plays for 3 teams.
Yeah.
Whereas the other book only plays for 1.
No, he plays for 3 as well. Khemri, Necromancer.
Actually, I want to change. I want to change my vote because Lord Count von Drakenborg has agility 4 as well, so he's better all rounder.
Okay, Count von. Yeah, I was probably going to vote that way as well, but so it's Count G10.
Chainsaw still fuck him up though. Just saying.
True. Well, chainsaw will fuck most people. Now,
I was about to say.
Jerry, are you still there? Jerry's picture's gone.
Jerry
Boss.
Jerry.
Not enough.
We won't. So it's Griff Uberwald versus Deep Root Strong Branch.
Oh God.
I'm voting Griff.
Sorry, I missed that. My internet cut out.
Griff Uberwald versus Deep Root Strong Branch.
Jerry Griff Uberwald broke his leg and Nobla is through.
No, that never happened.
Shit.
So Griff versus Deep Root, Jerry.
Give me 1 second.
Turkey versus trees.
Well, while Jerry's coming up, Pete, you can go. Griff or Deep Root?
I am going to go Griff Uberwald on this one.
Yeah, I'm going to vote anti-Griff. The AGS, the Anti-Griff Society in me says no Griff. Boo Griff.
Boo
Anyone who has a turkey on his head.
It's the turkeys, isn't it? I knew it.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Jerry is.
He's just a gobbler.
The stats.
I'm gonna have to go with Griff. He's more. He's more.
Yeah.
What's the word I'm looking for?
He's got some really good stats on what I cannot. Yeah.
He's more utilitarian. Okay, now.
Utilitarian.
Proletarian? What?
He's a proletariat.
So Griff
I vote for Deeper Strongbrand because he's a fascist.
Griff wins. Stop bringing those sorts of words into this. Right. So Griff wins.
All right.
Zara the Slayer versus Morgenturg.
Ooh.
Oh God. Oh.
I would vote for Zara the Slayer here because if the two of them are up against each other, Zara would probably knock Morgenturg down because she's dauntless and all. And she's you can get 2 Zaras for the price of Morgenturg, can't you?
I think
Yeah.
it's 400.
Give or take.
Right, so, yeah.
Give or take.
Is Morgenthau not a state institution in Bloodbowl though?
That's
he is.
Though. You can't base all your decisions on lore being the most valuable. It's what each player brings to the field rather than.
I would think Zara would bring more than Morgenthau.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd agree there. She's more of a blitzer, while Morgenthau is like a sort of like a lump, if you know what I mean. Like he's the same reason I picked Griff over Deeproot is like Zara's more mobile and she can do more things.
His real name is Morg Unchatorg.
I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to go Morgenthau due to the fact that, I mean, look at the amount of available teams that he can play for. Loner, Block, Mighty Blow, Thick Skull, throw teammate. Can she throw a teammate? No.
When you've spent 430,000 on them, how many other players are you going to have on that?
2. You only need 2. You don't need any players when you've got Morgenthau.
I am also
I'm going for
Zara partly because I like Morgenthau's model, but Morgenthau is overpriced for what he brings, in my opinion.
Yeah. But he's a high-flying executive that plays Bloodbowl. Come on.
There's nothing good about high-flying executives. And I include you in that statement.
Boom!
Boom, boom. And the last match is a battle of the ages, chaps. It's the big throw-up. No. It is Varag Gulshur versus the Mighty Zug.
Ooh.
That is proper. That's
is like
proper.
Brazil versus
That's proper Bloodbowl right there.
Brazil.
Yeah, man.
So,
seriously, who's winning against Varag and Zug?
Jerry, you go first. You haven't gone first yet.
Give me 1 second. Yeah, Varag Gulshur.
Reasons?
He's a smidge more expensive, but he has block and jump up.
Okay.
And he has slightly better. He has slightly better agility, so you're able to get more out of him.
What was that question you asked, Ron?
Is Varg more expensive than the YZ?
I think
by 30.
Yeah.
Obviously, yeah.
Slightly.
But it's my same reasoning for the last few. He's like Griff and Zara. He can do more things.
Yeah.
Whereas Zug is like a castle. He's not really going anywhere, you know?
Zug does have the largest collection of orc teeth in the old world, though, says Maliki.
Maliki, our lore master. Pete, what's your thruppeny bit?
I don't know. Can I just? I'm just gonna have a look at the stats again. Will you move on, and I'll come back to me? Yeah.
Oh, Ronan.
Yes.
What's your?
I would. Oh God.
I would probably go for Varag as well. I'll put mine out there. I have no real draw for either of them.
My Blood Bowling mind says Varg, but my heart says Mighty Z, so I'm going to give it to Mighty Z.
Okay, so it's 2-1 currently.
Yeah, see, I was doing the same thing. I was doing the whole, well, my head says Mighty Zug because of who he is, but the jump up thing was starting to make me think, well, I'll go for Varg because, Pete, we were talking about on the table.
Pete, if I can just throw in this, if you voted for the Mighty Zug, it would make it a tie, and then our lovely audience would get to pick one of the players in the semi-finals. Just saying.
In that case, then, I am going to follow my heart. Because, you could hear it beating for the Zug. Yeah, Mighty Zug.
Okay, so it's 2 for Varag Gulchur and 2 for the Mighty Zug. So, folks, that being Sean,
there you go.
Tall Paul.
I put up a thing there that people can thumbs up or thumbs down.
Oh, yeah, so there's 2, so it's 1-1.
No.
Who hasn't voted?
Voted.
Oh, Varag has it. Sean and Tall Paul. Well, Tall Paul was always going to vote for Varag.
Oh,
yeah. So Varag has it. The Varags have
It's that jump up thing. I wasn't familiar, but it just seems to do it.
Okay, we're into the semis, guys. Three matches from the end.
I got a semi.
We've got in the first semi-final Count Luther von Drakenborg versus Griff Uberwald.
I can't Luther every day week.
I'm going Griff Uberwald.
Oh, I don't know enough about either of these. I have played Griff in the computer game version. I've never played him on the field. But
Mark, have you ever been affected by hypnotic gaze? And I don't mean night after night.
No, I have. The only person I know that has actively played vampires is Johnny, and I've never played against his vampire team. So I have never.
Ronan.
I've never been on the receiving end of hypnotic gaze, but I understand it is quite limiting in what it can.
Ronan, you sound like you were doing a helpline. Have you ever been affected by hypnotic gaze? If anybody you know.
72839442783.
Now again, the count you play for 3 teams, but they're all undead teams, so that's not really anything. He's 390, whereas Griff is 320. So he's slightly more expensive. The count is moving 6549 essentially. Griff is 7448.
7 only. Okay.
7 movement.
I think. Well, my vote is for the count.
Your vote is for the count.
My vote is for Griff.
My vote is also for the count because I really, really, really love regeneration. It is amazing. Yeah.
And undead and vampire things. Yes, we know.
Regen has saved so many of my players lately. It's class. I love it. It's a free.
I'm going to go for the count. He's a little bit more expensive, but he has +1 strength and he's hypnotic gaze and sidestep.
The count wins.
You can't get it. Yeah.
The count wins on a 3-1. So Griff
is I think the final is the count versus Zara. I'm not. Oh,
it's Zara versus Varag, so you can start talking about it now if you want.
Ooh, I think it's down to the price difference here, so I think I'll probably go with Zara again. And she has jump up and block and dodge.
Does she?
And bonus.
How do you remember all this crap? She's got jump, loner, block, dodge, jump up, stab, and stakes. And she can play for 5 teams. Whereas
Varag can play for 1.
So for a utilitarian, Jerry's favorite word.
She's a more universal version of Varag.
Yeah,
what's her cost? Varag's 290. What's her cost?
As well, I think.
Oh, is she?
270.
270. So she's slightly cheaper.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Oh wow, 20 grand less.
I think Zara has it.
Yeah, my vote is for Zara.
I'm voting for Zara.
I will vote for Zara on that basis, yeah, because of the cost and the
because you're a sheep.
more. No, because of the cost. Jesus, because of the cost and more stuff.
So as Ronan put it the last time, we're on to the most important match of the whole thing: the third and fourth.
No, the third place. Yeah.
Which means absolutely.
Nice.
Nothing.
I don't get a vote.
Absolutely nothing.
Oh, Jerry.
Oh, Jerry. Oh, Jesus. Poor Jerry.
Jerry, sorry, Jerry. I thought you voted for her already.
No. I'm actually going to go for Varg.
Why?
He has a bit more survivability about him.
Cool.
Okay. Zara wins 3-1, everybody.
Wow.
Sorry, Jerry, but yeah, no, I understand your arguments there, but again, my hankering for everything in the undead world is slightly biasing my thing, but I think
no, it's not more.
But she's got slightly more skills than Varag, and she's got jump up, and we argued that jump up was one of the better skills to have.
Varag also has jump up, Mark.
Does he? Oh, well.
Yeah,
he does. That's jump ups for both of them, but she's a bit more.
Sarah's got jump up.
Yeah.
She's just got more.
They both have block and jump up, right?
They both have block and jump up.
And she has mighty blows.
She has dodge.
She has dodge.
She has dodge.
Yeah,
it was a tough one. Like it's the semi-finals. Like
it is a tough one.
I would personally go for Varg.
Great. Now this is a battle for the ages. The third and fourth place playoff. Griff versus Varag.
Yeah. Griff.
I'd love to see Varag rip his head off and kiss down his neck. There you go. Is that a skill?
It is, yeah, it's actually in there.
I think it might be a trait.
Paul, we're going to ignore all your pro-orc statements because...
No, I think Paul is right. Griff should not have this far. He's a busted foot. He's overrated.
What?
I think he is...
He's a brilliant banner.
I think much like Morgan Thorpe, he's more tied up in the lore, I suppose, than anything else.
He's a humie that's made it this far through being a tough little nut.
What
Come on.
Fucking Zara is, you dumbass.
Yeah, Zara's a human as well, Pete.
Yes, well, yes, but she's a female and he's a male, and I'm just saying.
Oh, thanks for that.
Griff is like the Simon Cowell of Bloodbowl.
Jerry, what's your vote?
Between the two of them, Varg wins.
Reasons?
Yeah. He just hasn't. He has enough about him to beat like in a one-on-one Varg versus Griff. I might put my money on Varg.
Jerry, say at the end of the day.
Yeah, at the end of the day, all things considered, at the end of the day, he played a good match, but Varag would shade it because he has thick skull, he has better armor, and he has mighty blow.
But does Griff not have counters for that? Again, I'm playing devil's advocate, so I'm just wondering.
No.
I've lost Griff. Where is he?
No, Griff's a dick.
He's got Fend.
That's a trait.
Yeah, see,
he is Fend, but Fend is against Wrestle.
Oh, yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, Fend is just you can't follow up. Does he have Fend now? Obviously.
Yeah, Griff has Fend.
Yeah, but if you put the two of them against each other...
But Griff has block and dodge, so, like...
Griff would go down first.
Even with block and dodge? And sure feet?
I think so.
Does Varag have tackle then?
No, Varag's only got mighty blow and... Where is he? He's got
sure feet, best you re-roll a go for it, Mark.
Yeah, he's got block, jump up, mighty blow, and thick skull.
Mm-hmm.
So with block and dodge, I would probably go for Griff.
Yeah, Maliki says Varg was a slave. Griff came from the Bonstrudel Scotland. Varg all the way.
I really don't care about the lore, though.
Oh God!
Maliki now is.
Oh, that's terrible.
Maliki's
From the
not
whole.
my friend. He's not playing with me anymore.
Imagine if Gary Lineker turns around and goes, "I really don't care about football. I really don't. Just here for the money."
No, it's not that I don't care about the game. It's I don't care about the lore aspect of it.
Ah, boo. You should.
Well,
yeah, the Griff overall is Griff all the way. Dodge, fence, sprint, sure feet, loner, all the way.
Taking the two names out of it, right? If you were presented with a generic guy with block and dodge against a generic guy with block, jump up, who would you take?
I would take generic Varg.
Varg.
Because Mark, you're saying to take the names out of it, but both of them are on a level with names wise, with lore wise and history wise.
Yeah.
So
they both only play for one team. It is a very equal fight, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I am struggling, but with block.
Also, it's the third place playoff, so who cares? Oh, I know.
No, I care about all these things. I'm building the tension room. I'm going to vote for Griff purely on block and dodge.
Yeah, baby.
The only thing is, that's 2 for Vareg, 2 for Griff. It goes to the crowd, and I don't even have to.
Hold on, I'll create a dick again. I think again.
You don't have to have Vareg.
There we go.
Vareg wins 3-0, so it's fine.
Oh, God. Oh, friggin'.
It's fine.
Vareg
wins 3-0, definitely.
Oh, oh my God.
Dick for Vareg. Class. Yeah. People are voting twice. Stop this. You're cheating. I can't
See how much they hate him, Mark. See how much they hate him.
That's fine. They're allowed to.
Yeah. He's a butcher flush. He's a clean flower.
I was voting on Griff purely for block and dodge because I think that combination is, if you could pick any 2 skills to give a player, I think that is the combination of
block and dodge.
Always.
Yeah.
Before
tackle and mighty go.
Well, it depends on how you play. So the final is Count Luther von Drakenborg versus Sarah the Slayer.
No way. It's like this was made. It's like it was planned.
We didn't plan this at all. This actually worked out really well. I
know which one I'd like to meet in a cage in the middle of a dungeon.
I have played with Zara and found her very useful. I have never played with Count, but I've never played with a vampire at all. So
remember at the last Gameathon, you came dressed as the Count.
Yeah, but that was Count von Count, not Count von Drakenborg.
Was it though?
So Jerry.
Subconsciously, you knew this was happening.
I didn't.
And you voted
I didn't know
subconsciously for the Count.
Jerry, who are you picking?
I am going to go with the Count. Hypno Gaze, regen, and that extra bit of armor value and sidestep. He doesn't need dodge because he's agility 4. He's a little bit more expensive, but I think those things I just mentioned gives value.
Yeah, but
gives value to him being more expensive.
This again isn't the Count. Who would win in a fight between? I'm just clarifying this for the text chat, Jerry, not for you.
Oh no,
This isn't a question of who would win in a fight between Count or Zara. It's which star player brings the most to the field. So,
well, even if it was,
it would win in a fight between Zara and Zara would win.
Yeah, Zara.
Even if it was, I think if Luther got his Hypno Gaze off, all her stuff doesn't matter. And he's got
regen. Yeah, but again,
Luna Block, Hypno Gaze, regen, and sidestep. Okay. What Zara got, please?
Zara's got. She's in the top.
Block, dodge, dauntless,
dodge, jump up, stab, and sticks. And she plays for 5 teams. I'm voting for Zara because she is.
And she's almost half the price.
Yeah, she's a more.
Yeah, he's 390. What's she?
On the field, she's 270.
Oh, okay.
Now she's only movement 6, strength 4, agility 3, armor value 8.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of, she is playable by more teams. She's cheaper. Yeah, she doesn't have hypnotic gaze, and again, stakes only applies to 3 teams, isn't it? It's just the undead ones.
Yeah.
So it's Khemri, Necromantic, Undead, and Vampires. So it's 4 teams.
Yeah, but for that extra 120 grand, you're getting an extra strength, an extra agility, and an extra armor value.
And you're getting hypnotic gaze, which works against.
And hypnotic gaze as well.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Jerry on this. I'm gonna go with Luther. Even though we can only play for 3 teams, Necro, Undead, or Vampire. I agree on that. The hypnotic gaze, and I agree on that. There is a bit more money in it, but I think you're getting more of a player.
But she's got block dodge and jump up, so she's got.
I know.
Probably the.
Well, I'm going for Zara. I'm going for Zara as well, just because I think her skills are more rounded, and both on defense and offense, she would be a better player in my opinion.
Can you explain what Dauntless does again?
So Dauntless is you make a roll. I forget what it is, but I think you have to roll either 1 dice or 2 dice because it keeps changing. And if you roll a certain number to match their strength, you become their strength.
Oh yes, yes.
Temporarily.
I do know what Dauntless is. Yeah.
So you can run up to a 3-man. Yeah. Thanks, John. Run up to a 3-man, roll a dice, beat their strength, add your strength to the dice roll, and you will become strength 7 also.
You're equal to their strength. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you have an assist, you will get obviously all the bonus.
The count having agility 4 kind of mitigates him not having dodge.
No, not at all, because agility 4 won't stop him getting knocked down to the ground.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would always put the block and dodge based on the dice rolls that are coming against you, rather than your ability to jump out of a tackle zone. That's how I would always base block and dodge.
Yeah.
So that makes it that you're only getting knocked down on one of the dice, one of the faces, rather than 3 of them or something like that. Yeah, it's 1 in 6 chance. Thanks, Paul. So I'm going to vote Zara for her usefulness to the teams that she can play with, but also the block and dodge side of things. Dauntless is situational, I suppose, and it's a bit lucky. Stab, again, it's like secret weapon, but you're not getting sent off, so that's handy. Stakes, I'm not really factoring into because that only applies to 4 teams. Loner is a pain in the hole, really. I don't like it. But again, most of the star players come with Loner. Does Count have Loner? He does.
Every star player has Loner.
But again, having never been impacted by hypnotic gaze, I personally don't know how strong that is. But regen is phenomenal because I've had players die and then get regened back into no injury at all, so that they can come out in the next drive. They're not even knocked out.
Save can be used against anyone, Sean, but you get a bonus versus undead. I think that's what Mark meant.
Yes, sorry, yeah. It's what is it? I don't know. I'd have to look up that and just see.
So what's that? 2-2, is it?
I think so. Jerry, you're going for the count.
Yeah.
I'm going for Zara. Ronan's going for Zara, and Pete, you're going for the count, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
there you go, guys.
The crowd votes. Oh. Who voted Love Hurts? So Sean's the other vote, and he'll probably go Zara as well, I would guess, but that is just yeah. So Zara wins the World Cup, everybody.
There we go.
There you go.
Slayer, officially the best star player that you can bring to a game of Blood Bowl. No questions asked.
No questions asked.
Ask me no questions, I'll tell you no lies.
That's fair. Isn't she amazing?
She bloody well is. So,
does she have a model?
She does.
Yeah. She does.
She does, yes.
Okay.
She does. And I have played with Zara, and I have also played with Rosanna Darknail, but I've used the same model for both. But of the two, my favorite was Zara.
There is one of her models.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, that's one of her older ones.
That's one of the older ones. I think the next one after that in my little Bloodbowl box.
I don't believe she has a current one though. Does she have like a
That's what I was just wondering. That she.
Not
I was wondering if she's got a current one.
No.
Luther doesn't, you know.
She has a newer version than the one I put up there.
Yeah.
But no, she doesn't have a current plastic one. Or resin one.
Or resin one.
Yeah.
Ford built. Yeah,
I think thinking about it, she's probably the most, between her and Little Chainsaw Goblin, is probably the most played star players I've played with anyway.
And only 270,000 gold pieces.
Yeah. A worthy winner, I think.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
We are now at an hour and 25 minutes. So, Ronan, I suppose if you want to wrap up the podcast, because we've done what we came here to do. Oh, what are we going to do next? Next topic.
So, yeah, I was thinking about next week, and maybe the week after. So we could do one for 40k and one for 82 more. So next week, weapons of 40k.
Weapons of 40k. Okay. Jesus.
Yeah. So like a bolter versus a Gauss cannon.
Surely the bolter should win the whole lot because it is the weapon of choice for the Space Marines.
Hey, that's what Paul says. Shock attack on, you see?
What are we basing it on? As in your favorite weapon, or
that's Sean. That's Paul.
A bit of everything, Pete. So lore, because obviously, combat knife and bolter would be like a bolt pistol rather than bolter, I think.
Could I argue?
Is a Titan classified as a weapon?
I'll see your Titan, Pete, and I'll raise you exterminatus.
Right.
What's the virus bombs that were used on Instagram 3? I'll have one of those.
Godsman's teaspoon.
This would also be weapons of 40k that you can use on the actual table. So if you have a barge up in orbit, Mark, that you can launch exterminatus from.
Serious question for you. Does a drop pod count as a weapon?
No, it would be a battle.
Yeah, but can you not aim it at people and just land it on them, no?
No, you can't.
That's a stupid reason. That's a stupid rule.
I know.
So, Paul asked, is it including hero signature weapons?
Yes, of course, Paul.
Okay, so everything in the 40k universe you're allowed to.
Send us in your nominations and we can compile a list.
And a reason why you think it's...
No, we don't need...
No?
We don't need reasons. Who needs reasons?
We're like America. You don't need reasons to have an arsenal of weapons.
This isn't...
The right to bear arms.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the week after we could do like Age of Sigmar weapons.
Cool.
Sword,
Novelist chainsaw in 40k. No. It might be an Age of Sigmar.
It can be, Marky. It can be.
Hey.
All right. Do you want to wrap up and I'll stop the recording and stuff?
Okay. Thank you for listening, if indeed you're having listening. Jerry?
GoNuts for gaming, everybody.
GoNuts for gaming, indeed.
Bye. And the shop is open.
Bye, everybody.
The shop is open.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.